Qiangqiang's great strength. Deep in the forest lived a bear cub of the largest size, named Qiangqiang. Qiangqiang was incredibly strong, and he loved doing big things. He could move the heaviest logs and collect the largest piles of pine cones. He believed, "Only great tasks are worthy of my great strength." He was always busy, disdainful of small, seemingly unimportant little things. One day, Qiangqiang was preparing for the upcoming winter. He was pushing a huge, dried log, the heaviest log he had ever moved. Not far away, a tiny sparrow named Xiaoxiao was experiencing a great hardship. Xiaoxiao had sprained its ankle a few days ago, and now it was struggling to drag a tiny but essential feather. This was important material for building its nest. This feather was as heavy to Xiaoxiao as the huge log beside Qiangqiang. Xiaoxiao struggled with all its might, taking even a small step before needing a long rest. Qiangqiang saw Xiaoxiao. Xiaoxiao was panting heavily, but its feathers wouldn't budge. Qiangqiang shook his head and muttered, "Sigh, such a tiny feather. What's so difficult about it? I don't have time to waste on such a trivial matter." With that, he continued pushing his large log. Just as Xiaoxiao had finally moved the feather halfway, suddenly, a fierce gust of cold wind howled in. For the enormous Qiangqiang, this wind might have been just a cool breeze, but for the injured Xiaoxiao, it was like a terrible storm. Whoosh! The feather was instantly swept away by the wind, and Xiaoxiao's body was blown about, shrieking and clinging tightly to the branch, almost blown off. Qiangqiang heard the shriek and turned around. He realized that Xiaoxiao was no longer troubled by its little feather. It was experiencing a real crisis. Qiangqiang's heart jolted. He realized, the value of helping others isn't measured by the size of the task, but by how important it is to the recipient. He immediately abandoned the large log in his hands. Like a sturdy wall, Qiangqiang quickly ran over, using his strong body to shield Xiaoxiao from the cold wind, providing her with a warm and safe haven. Then, he carefully climbed the tree. His hands, usually used for carrying heavy logs, were now incredibly gentle. He softly and slowly picked up the feather blown away by the wind and placed it back in Xiaoxiao's nest. Xiaoxiao was safe, looking at Qiangqiang with gratitude. A joy Qiangqiang felt like never before surged within him. He understood. His greatest strength wasn't used to carry the heaviest logs, but to be a protector of the weak. This feeling was more fulfilling than moving 1,000 logs. From that day on, Qiangqiang no longer only cared about his own big matters. He learned to stop and look at the tiny lives around him that needed his help. He used his great strength in the warmest and most meaningful ways. Because he knew, true strength is bending down to protect the weakest of his companions.